They have a very different way of doing business, but I think that focused upon being respectful, being appreciative of who they were, understanding their history, understanding the difference in the way they did business. For a 23-year-old, that was opportunity, because if I were meeting a 40-year-old or a business executive to win contracts, they would make immediate judgments on whether I was worth that. I think the Chinese way of doing business was more thought out, and they would take more time. It wasn't all based on contractual agreements. It was a lot more based on the personality of the individuals. So we were very fortunate that when I was 23 and GDS was in their first year, we won a contract, or were allowed a contract, for £100,000 worth of printing. And I think we only gained that because maybe the individual that awarded me that contract trusted me. In the UK, it would have been we had to pay 50% up front. We had to justify our value, which I don't think we would have been able to do at the time. But in China, they were keener to kind of maybe take a risk to work with you if they felt you were an individual that they wanted to work with you on. So there were a lot to be gained from understanding the Chinese experience, and a lot of opportunities. In fact, it was absolutely key to setting up a strong GDS.
Would you think that working, so meritocracy, basically working on value rather than on financial standing or history, is that something then that you've brought into GDS?
I'm not sure if I've been good enough to translate that all the time. If there's some elements of what I learned in China were about not making your judgments too quickly, trying to see the positive opportunity in the individuals, realizing that youth doesn't necessarily mean people are foolish. So some ideas from the Chinese way of doing business we have translated, but I think it was just overall for my team a really, really good learning experience, and appreciating, most importantly, that every hurdle that we met, we more or less overcame. When we first printed Chinese magazines, the software wasn't available. So when I'm asking designers to print in simplified Chinese and Mandarin, and you can't literally, there's no software packages to design that, designers are justifiably looking at you and saying, this is ridiculous, it's not possible. Well, it was possible. I won't go through the arduous and complicated process that we had to go through and many late nights to make that possible. But because nobody else was doing that also, we were rewarded with really strong advertising, really strong repeat advertising, and rewarded with further contracts from the Ministry of Telecom and Agriculture and those kind of ministries that were willing to work with us, I think, just because we were international and kind of embracing China. So yeah, we had a lot that we learned from, and a lot of challenges we met that helped GDS, I think, meet other challenges.